So tips and tricks for talking to people about alcohol use. From a clinical standpoint, there are some useful validated screening tools out there that can help screen people for alcohol use disorder. A common one that I use or have adapted questions from would be the audit, which stands for the Alcohol Use Disorders Identification Test. This certainly can be found online. There's also a bit more of a concise version of it as well called the Audit C. These can be helpful questions just to remind us of ways to ask these questions and to objectively evaluate if someone meets criteria for alcohol use disorder. It is important, though, to be very non-judgmental and respectful of people when we're discussing their alcohol consumption. It certainly can be a sensitive topic for people. It can catch some people off guard when I ask them questions about it. So using the phrase like I used in our case example, where, ask them permission if it's okay. Is it okay if we talk about your alcohol use today? Explain why and why it's relevant in your questions, or why it's relevant regarding why is it relevant to the complaint that they come to your office with today. Try to motivate, educate, and support them along their journey. Ask them, what is their drinking goals? What do they want? Are these drinking goals obtainable? And, how can we obtain them? We don't have to obtain these goals overnight. This can be done over a year, over a few years. Certainly having a therapeutic relationship with that patient will improve your chances of having success. Also understanding that, although family or friends might see someone's drinking as problematic, they themselves may not see it as problematic. So educating them in a gentle way, try to encourage them from being pre-contemplative to contemplative, or pushing them forward to that action stage of change. And lastly, just remember we all have a role to play in helping people with alcohol use disorder. Community leaders, friends, family members, coworkers, healthcare providers, physicians. We certainly all have a big role to play in helping reduce the negative impacts of alcohol use disorder in our community. So thanks so much for listening to this presentation. I hope you've taken some good tips and tricks away from this, and certainly direct you to the Canadian Alcohol Use Disorder Society's website for more information on this topic.